The Dao De Jing explains the nature of the Dao. The I Ching shows how change operates in real life.
Before we officially enter this map, I want to place the E in a larger context. Many students around the world first encounter Chinese thought through the Dao De Jing. They know the word Dao, often translated as the way. But in the Chinese tradition, if we go even closer to the root of Chinese thought, we have to talk about the Yi. Here, when I say Yi, I do not only mean the received Zhou-Yi text that we read today. I also mean an older tradition of symbols, trigrams, divination practice, images, numbers, and the observation of change. We will come back to this distinction later. For now, just remember this. The Yi did not begin as an abstract philosophy book. It came from a very practical need to observe change, read signs, and make decisions in real situations. Ancient people observed nature, seasonal cycles, celestial patterns, human affairs, and the movement of time. They also used symbols, hexagram images, and divination practice to judge timing, position, good or bad outcomes, and the direction of action. In the traditional account, the creation of the trigrams is attributed to Fuxi. Fuxi is usually placed in the legendary ancient period, about 7,000 years ago. Of course, we do not need to treat the Fuxi account as a modern archaeological conclusion, but it tells us something important. In the Chinese traditional understanding, the root of the Yi is not simply a written text. It is an ancient symbolic system, a way to use images, numbers, symbols, and change to understand heaven, earth, and human affairs. In the I Ching tradition, this is often expressed as the three powers: heaven, earth, and humanity. And the Yi tradition was never limited to the Zhou-Yi alone. Traditionally, people talked about the three Yi: Lianshan, Guicang, and Zhou-Yi. Lianshan and Guicang were not preserved in full, so we cannot fully reconstruct what they look like today. But they remind us that the Yi tradition was broader than the Zhou-Yi text most readers know. Some people even say Lianshan and Guicang may not have been limited to only 64 hexagrams. Maybe they had thousands. I'm joking, of course. But the point is serious. When we talk about the Yi, we're not talking about only one book. We're talking about a broader symbolic and divinatory tradition. Later, the received Zhou-Yi preserved the textual layer most readers know today: the hexagrams, the judgment, and the line texts. So we can put it simply: the Yi was passed down for thousands of years because it was useful. It helped the ancestors of Chinese civilization face real problems: survival, timing, uncertainty, and decision-making. The Dao De Jing came later. Laozi was not inventing Dao from nowhere. He was giving a very condensed summary of the deeper nature behind these patterns of change. So the Dao De Jing tells us something about the nature of the Dao. The I Ching shows us how change actually works in real life. That is why the Yi was never only abstract philosophy. It was practical from the beginning. And this was not unique to Chinese civilization. The ancient Romans used auspices and omens. The ancient Egyptians observed the stars, the Nile, and calendar cycles. The Maya also developed complex calendar and astronomical systems. Different civilizations used different methods, but they were facing a similar problem: how to make decisions under uncertainty. In real life, this could involve weather, livelihood, health, travel, conflict, ritual, or other major decisions. So the I Ching should not be understood only as a book of inspiration. It is a practical system of change. Later in this course, when we enter the Na-Jia system, also known as six lines divination, this will become very clear. Na-Jia does not treat a hexagram as only a text to be reflected on. It reads the chart through timing, position, relationship, movement, transformation, and outcome. Because the I Ching was meant to help people understand how change operates in real life. This video is a selected excerpt from the I Ching Divination Foundations course. New complete lessons are released every week, and the course is currently available at the early enrollment price. The price will increase after all 11 lessons have been published. You can find the complete course through the link below.